Hi, I'm Starhawk. I'm a longtime activist and author and a permaculture designer and teacher and many other things. And one of the things I do is I do a lot of teaching around ritual, ceremony, ancient earth-based spirituality. So we have some tools that I think are useful right now as we go into these next few days and into Election Day itself, the culmination of so much work that so many of us have done. It's really easy to get fried and nervous and anxious and frazzled. So I want to teach you a couple simple tools to help stay calm, stay grounded, stay in a state where you can avoid panic and make a conscious choice about what you want to do. And the first one is really simple. It's just like this. Take a deep breath and feel your feet on the ground. So just try that right now. Deep breath, feet on the ground. That alone can help you, again, stay calm, remember your connection to the earth, and avoid getting caught up in those spirals of anxiety and worry. Because anxiety and worry, they're not actually that helpful, you know. We can't actually keep something bad from happening by imagining it happening beforehand and how we're going to react to it. We do a lot better by keeping ourselves in a state where we can access the maximum amount of energy that we have and do the work that we can to make the good outcome we want into a reality. So, again, just take a deep breath. Feel your feet on the ground. I've taught this to activists going into really dangerous situations, going up against the military, going into demonstrations where the police were extremely violent. And honestly, it's one of the most helpful things that you can do. You want something else if you're having trouble sleeping? Raise your arms up above your head, kind of like an attitude of prayer. Take a moment and think of 5 things that you're grateful for. You know, I'm grateful for all the people that are doing so much work around the election. I'm grateful for all the people who have been standing in long lines to wait and to vote and to cast their vote. I'm grateful that people care so deeply about democracy. Grateful for all the people who are fighting on so many levels, waging lawsuits, writing, teaching, putting stuff out into the world to try to defend our democracy. I'm grateful for all the people who've stood up to run for office, to stand for what they believe in. Take a deep breath in. First of all, physically, if you do that, you raise your hands up above your head, it helps reduce the levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. And if you start thinking about something you're grateful for, again, it interrupts those chains of worrying and anxiety. And finally, just close your eyes and you can imagine yourself like a tree, rooted in the earth, feeling those roots push down through the soil and mud and rock. Imagine they could go all the way down to that core of fire at the center of the earth. And as you breathe deep, just release anything you want to let go of into that fire. And then draw some of that fire, that energy up through those roots, up into your feet and legs, up into the base of your spine, your belly. Imagine your spine growing up like a flexible tree trunk, and then energy coming up and out the top of your head like branches reaching up, touch the sky, sweeping back down to touch the earth. Take a breath and draw in some of the sunlight, maybe moonlight, starlight if you're doing this at night. Some of that sky energy, feed on it like a tree feeds on sunlight. Breathe it in, breathe it down through the top of your head, down through your heart, your hands, and your belly, down through your legs and feet, into the earth. And just take a moment, feel the energy flowing up through you and around you and down through you. And feel yourself grounded on the earth. So that's a few quick ways to stay grounded through this time, and taking action, doing what we can to bring about the outcome that we want is the best way to both stay grounded and to assure that we have the democracy that we really care so deeply about. Thank you.